Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is remove the top drawer body. To complete this task, insert a flathead screwdriver between the outside of the drawer body and the drawer slide, as shown on the video here. A hole on the drawer body indicates where the screwdriver must be placed. Use the screwdriver to pry up the back of the drawer body until it disengages from the inner rail on the drawer slide, as shown. Repeat this process to the other side. Video will follow. This process will disengage both sides of the drawer body to ease in the removal of the drawer body itself. The following steps will show how to pull the drawer body out away from the slides, which we will set off to the side once completed. To remove the drawer body from the slides itself, continuously pull down here on the front. We're pulling out away from the unit. Then you'll grab the back side and you're going to tip up while continuously pulling, as shown here. You're going to continuously rock and pull up to dislodge the fronts of the slides. Take that drawer body, set it aside. The next step is to remove the aluminum interlock rod, as shown here, the drawer slide, then the small interlock rod with spring attached. We'll start with the aluminum lock rod. Simply grab the aluminum lock rod, reaching behind the drawer slide at the bottom, lifting up with one finger, pull the aluminum lock rod down and out to the side. Lift up, set off to the side. The next step is to remove the drawer slide from the side of the cabinet. As shown here is the drawer slide. We're going to insert a flat head screwdriver between the side of the cabinet and the inside of the drawer slide, with a quick little blow to the end of the screwdriver, pulling the rail out as such. Using your other hand, hit the bottom side of the drawer slide to dislodge and release the locking mechanism. When you completed this process, it should look similar to as what's shown here on the video. The slide is disengaged from the front of the cabinet. To complete the task, simply lift up on the slide a bit, tip it out, and lift down. You can see that the small interlock rod with the spring comes with the slide. Set these two members off to the side and continue. The next section of the video is actually to remove the interlocking rod, as shown here. To complete this task, simply remove the screw that is on the back of the cam. Next step is to actually remove the interlock rod paddles, or the locking bar, from the cabinet itself. Simply twist together, pulling one side out at a time. The next few steps are how to install the new horizontal interlock rods to the back side of the cam inside the cabinet. To complete this task, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver, the screw that came off from the cam previously removed, as well as the washer. These components are crucial in the reassembly process. To install the horizontal interlock rod, as shown here, the bend on this lock rod on both ends must be towards the back of the cabinet, as shown like this. To complete the next steps, you will look at the inside, noticing the acceptance hole here, where that small interlock rod pin with the spring will go. These paddles must line up with those holes for proper installation. Finally, on the back side, we will attach the horizontal interlock rod bar to the back side of the cam. You will need to bend the inner lock rod bar as shown here to insert the second end. The lock rod should now look like this. Once bars are inserted, the cam should sit straight up and down as an upside down T and slide over the cam, which then a screw with the washer will be installed using a Phillips head screwdriver. Make sure that the screw with the washer is fastened securely. For ease of installation, grab the slide. It's handed. Make sure it's appropriately handed. Tipping down and lining up the back flange, as shown, with the back of the cabinet. Press in, slowly bring up, stopping at a certain point to insert the new small inner lock rod bar with the spring. Using two hands, slowly guide up into the receiving hole, pressing to the side and pulling down. This will lock the slide into the side of the cabinet. The next step is to install the large aluminum or long aluminum inner lock rod, placing down into the slide below, pressing up with your finger on the newly installed slide, snap the aluminum bar in place. Release with your finger, let the bars sit. It should have a nice fluid movement. Complete the same steps as before to the other side. The final steps are to reinstall the drawer body into the cabinet. This would be the drawer body previously removed in the first steps. To prepare for receiving of the drawer body, simply pull the slides out as far, full extension, completing the process to the other side as well. Gently align the tabs in the drawer body with the flange on the slide. Align the tab with the drawer body with the flange of the drawer slide. Once the two are aligned, pull it together, press down, and then press down on the front of the drawer body. You should hear a snapping action. Close the drawer to ensure operation. Test cycle all drawers and locking. While the cabinet is unlocked or in the unlocked position, test to make sure that two drawer bodies cannot be opened at the same time. The installation of the new parts is now complete.